Welcome to the Backup Level Up podcast. I'm Khoshaba from Rewind, live from Atlassian Teams 26 in Anaheim, California, talking with founders, executives, and professionals about setbacks, incidents, and inflection points that shape how modern teams build, scale, and come back stronger in the age of AI and DevOps. I'm here with Matt from Tempo. Matt, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. So I'm Matt. I'm director of channel at Temple, and I've been in the ecosystem for a long time at Atlassian, and I just love being here. It's one of my best times of the year for me.
That's great. Can you please explain what Tempo does?
So Temple is a strategic portfolio management company. We have apps that meet enterprise customers where they are in portfolio management maturity. So we don't get customers stuck in methodology or any specific way of working. We just assess how they do it and what is the best solutions at Temple to meet them exactly where they are. So that's what Temple does.
That's interesting. Yeah. Matt, what's something you genuinely enjoy about your role at Tempo?
So working in channel, I enjoy, first of all, that it's not AI replaceable doing channel. Like, it's relationships, and that's the most valuable thing that anybody could have. It's their networks, the people they know, it's the relationships they nourish, and how do they do that. And I don't think a computer can ever do this. At the end of the day, you need humans to do human work, and they want you to do that with people they like. So that's about channel. Channel is strategizing, planning, executing with partners, and that's what I love about it.
It's that human touch, that connection, right?
It's irreplaceable.
Absolutely.
It's never going to go away.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Totally. So let's back up a little bit here. Let's rewind a little bit.
Oh,
no pun intended. So Matt, what originally pulled you into the spacer industry?
So it's funny. I never had a role in mind. I always knew that I like talking to people, that I'm genuinely interested in what they do and how do they do things and where they're going and how do they want to get there and what are the things that I have to offer to help them out. So I was working with marketing before. I was a CMO for one of the solution partners, and I managed like a team over 20 people across 7 countries.
Great.
And I'm working a channel as an individual contributor for Temple, and I love both. And neither marketing or channel was like, oh, that's the thing that I want to do. That's the one shot that I want to have. It was more about like, okay, this is the tooling that I have and my skill set that can actually help making an impact in this company. So that's how I got it.
I like that because it sounds like marketing has an overlay with that networking ability with channel, right? So
it is
tight.
so tight.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, you don't. Honestly, I think they always say that channels like sales. I think it's a lot more marketing.
I agree.
But it's like a strategy marketing, right? Like, okay, this is not just about doing a customer event. It's about like, how can we intertwine our solutions and explain the value that we deliver together? And I love doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was there a specific moment where this shifted from an interest into something you actually wanted to seriously pursue?
I mean, it's funny. Like, I don't even remember when it happened. I always just did what I got to do. Like, you know, when I was working in my last company in Brazil, I was there for 8 years. I was just looking at gaps and feeling them. Like, I was not thinking about, hey, I want to do marketing, I want to do sales, I want to do consulting. I was just like, that's what we got to do now. So I'm just going to learn and do it. And nobody actually was telling me or giving me any directions. And I think that's the beauty of it. You just go and figure it out your own. You have to figure out like what the gaps that I feel like motivated to fill. And that's what I did my whole career. Yeah.
So interesting. So how did you go from that initial idea to something real, like your first sale, your first customer, your first partner, or a meaningful traction?
I remember, I think it was in that. I mean, I've been working for a long time. I started working when I was 17.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's been 16 years. Don't make that math. That's not worth it. But I've been working for a long time, and I think I just realized that what's changed for me is not looking outside for what I want to do. I don't need a guru. I don't need somebody telling me the success formula and how to get anywhere. You need to figure it out for yourself. And for me, it was a lot more about taking risks. That's one thing that I did my whole career. Is like, oh, just move to another city with nothing. You don't know anyone. You don't know how to, but you figure it out. And like, the more you figure it out, the more you learn that, at the end of the day, this is going to make the difference. This just help you like be flexible and kind of like see the opportunities, because the opportunities like you pass by all the time and people don't fetch them.
It makes you stronger. It makes you more resilient.
Exactly.
Absolutely, and you feel more confident, right?
Exactly.
And I can see that. That's
You can
awesome.
just feel like you can do whatever you want, and that's a superpower. Yeah.
Absolutely. So looking back, was that harder than you expected at that stage, or?
Everything was hard, but I didn't realize that it was hard while it was happening. When I look back into things that I've been through, I was like, damn, I should have given up at some point. But as they were happening, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. That's the next thing that I gotta face. But yeah, I mean, we don't have time for that. But there's so many stories about things like, damn, how do I find myself in this situation? But
you're not the only one. Trust me. There's a lot of people.
Right, right.
Like
I mean, we go through some.
It's life.
And we're like, wow, how do I got here? But as you're leaving those things, and you don't have anything else, so you just gotta figure it out. And
totally.
But now, looking back now, it's just like, okay, that helped me so much.
It framed who you are today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what did you have to learn quickly? I know you mentioned like there was a lot of things that you went through, but was there something specific that you had to learn quickly?
Be flexible. That's not a given. Like people, even if they think they're flexible, a lot of times when things go out of the way, they get angry or frustrated, and you don't want to oh, I don't want to talk to that person, whatever. And also accountability. That is so hard to develop, because when something goes wrong, it's so easy to blame something else. And accountability is like, okay, did I actually did everything I could, or in the right way? Have I spoke with the right person? Have I been diplomatic enough? Have I been empathetic enough? And this is extremely hard to develop. So learning that is, I mean, this is forever. You never learn this 100%, but like develop this, I think, is the most important.
And it's not professional; it's even personal, right?
Yep.
So you can adapt that in your lifestyle. So
Yep.
I love that. Let's talk about the turning point. What was the moment when things really started to click for you, Matt? Was it a decision, a hire, a market shift? What actually changed the trajectory of your career?
I think when I started managing people, I realized that seeing them grow made me so happy. I was like, it even made me more happy than seeing myself grow.
Absolutely.
Because I never gatekeep it like growth for any of my teammates. That even if I manage with my peers, whatever, like I just like seeing people grow.
I share the same sentiment.
And it's beautiful to see that. That clicked for me. I was like, I want to do this forever. Like if for whatever reason I'm retired and I don't have anything else to do, I want to just help people grow somehow. You know, like that's the only thing that is like personally very fulfilling to me.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing to do with my job.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying to see someone grow and prosper.
Yeah.
When you support them, because it's like it's fruit of your labor, right?
And in a sense, it's like you're not expecting anything in return, but they give you so much because you see them, going somewhere with your help, and that's beautiful.
Satisfying, absolutely.
Yeah.
Was there a risk that you took that, in hindsight, actually made a disproportionate impact, or?
So many risks. I mean, moving around different places, knowing no one. It's super risky, right? Like there's so much that can go wrong. That's one of them. Moving to another country. I moved to Germany a couple years ago.
So you're from Brazil?
Yes, I don't speak German at all. Like my German, it's not good at all.
Did you find any Brazilians in Germany?
You always find Brazilians everywhere. There's not a single place in this planet we don't find ourselves. But that was a big risk as well. But like I said, like as we're doing these things, they all just make so much sense. But looking back and how like the whole figuring out your whole life in another language, in another country, and you don't know anyone, and you just have to rebuild again and again and again. Every time that you move, you got to rebuild yourself.
Start from scratch.
And this is risky, right? Because it's so easy to just stay where you are.
Absolutely.
With your support and network and your friends and everything, and you just have to do it over again. But at the same time, I would never be here without taking those risks. Like I'm from somewhere in Brazil. Like if I didn't left there, how Tampa would find me. Like this would never happen.
That's true. Yep. Absolutely. And on the flip side, what's something that you did early on that you'd never do again? You're like, oh man, I did that? Never again. By that laugh, I can tell there are a few stories.
That's a funny question. I think it just took too long to kind of like find my balance between like having a really good time at work, but also understanding that work relationships are just work relationships. You've got to be extremely professional all the time. It doesn't matter if you're in the setup that it's very good. Everybody's happy. Everybody likes each other. We're gonna, we're gonna have fun later. It's gonna be a good time. But this is a work environment. And because I started so young, it took me some time to like figure this out and find that balance, and it's just like, okay, you got to lock in all the time. It doesn't mean that you can't have a good time, have fun and laugh and actually build connections, but it's a work environment, and be locked in is really important.
Yeah, for sure. That's interesting. So what's one lesson that fundamentally changed how you operate today?
I'm going to sound like a broken record, but being flexible. I think that lesson is about not only about like personal relationship, but also flexible with your skills. What do you want to do? Because like at some point you build up so many hard skills in something that you already know that you feel like I don't want to let this go. And letting this go it's beautiful because like you can say, okay, focus on your soft skills. This is the value. This is your value.
Absolutely.
The hard skills you can rebuild, you can shuffle, you can do whatever you want. But the soft skills is something that you really build on, you build on. And when you figure this out and you don't stick to like a job title, like who cares about job titles? Like we're all just companies. We're all of us are building something. So I think that's the flexibility I'm talking about,
And appreciating the value that you contribute and communicating that value.
Exactly. And that's the only thing that we truly have. Everything else is AI can just take it over.
Exactly. That's true. Scary, but true. Matt, if someone's trying to get into that next level right now, similar to you in your role right now in your career, what should they focus on that actually moves the needle? Is there some piece of advice that you can share with our listeners and our watchers?
Do it for them, don't do it for yourself. Working with partners is about finding their way of doing business, finding their strategy, finding the way that they like to talk, finding their language. If you think about yourself and the things that you want to do, like they're not going to listen to you. And that's the one thing I do at Temple all the time is like, hey guys, this is not partner language. They don't talk this we're doing here. Like go to a partner and say, hey, look how Temple's cool. Like they're going to be like, okay, I know that, but I need to sell services. I need to sell something else. Like that's where my focus is. This is where I got money from. So you need to find, okay, so how they capitalize on what we do and how to find the language to connect that. So do it for them.
Understanding them, listening to them.
Do it for them. If you're doing it for yourself or just trying to get what you want to do, like it's not going to work.
Yeah, so it's a different elements. It's about networking, listening, providing value.
And being genuinely interested. Like a lot of people are super automatic. They're just like, oh, that's the next one, the next one, the next one. So, connecting with people, say, okay. And even like within every company, it's nuanced. There's so much you can learn from every different person and different personalities as well. So it takes a lot of flexibility as well. So, I mean, it's just kind of like all connected.
That's awesome. That's great. All right. So let's just wrap up here. Where can people connect with you and learn more about what you're building?
Love work for Temple. The only social media I really have is LinkedIn. So Mateus Neto, and Temple is going for a really, really good run now. We are looking at the next gen AI product. We're looking into AI work tracking. We're looking into predictive outcomes. And this is going to be next for Temple. So I'm very excited to show this to the world and getting partners to come along with that.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast, Matt.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. I'm sure most of our listeners enjoyed this and can take something away. And I'm super excited to see what's next for you in your career.
Same. It was a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah.